like Solo, sometimes they are excused for certain behavior because they're really good at what they do and they're hard to replace. And Solo's here is making this calculus, saying, look, if you like what you see on the field and you like the way that I've been able to play and you like the results that soccer's been able to get the last couple of years with me in goal, well, I wouldn't have been able to do that if I were minding my P's and Q's a little bit more. I think it's a bit of a false equation, but it's clear that she is trying to leverage fan support for her quality of play to offset any sort of anger or disappointment they might have in her actions.
Is there any hope for Hope?
No.
Well, let's go ahead and give you a little breakdown, and then we're going to go ahead and dive right into it. As previously mentioned, some little girls on a soccer field right now are wishing they are Hope Solo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, most recently, she's been in the news for calling the Sweden team cowards after losing to them in Rio. And for that, she got suspended 6 months, which that could be another conversation for another day. It's a long time, but maybe it's deserving.
It is.
Now, is that good or bad, which is what some of you probably going to be thinking? Well, she's had her fair share of incidents as a quote-unquote role model. Not only, as you just heard in the ESPN short, that she was with her husband when he was driving the team bus drunk, but she was charged with domestic violence against her stepsister and her nephew. It was reported that she slammed their heads repeatedly to the concrete.
Yeah. So domestic violence, DUIs, and acting like a baby post-game. If a man did that, he's out the league. Whatever league he's in, you're out of it.
Yeah, she has pretty much this douchebag mentality, man.
Pretty much.
She comes off pretty much as a douche.
Hey, that's what it sounds like and looks like to me. Like you said, 6 months is maybe a little harsh, but did she get anything for the DUI and the domestic violence and all that other stuff?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Well, I know she got arrested for the domestic violence.
But did soccer punish her?
No, they did not. And that's
Exactly.
the biggest storyline here. You don't punish her when she get arrested for domestic violence, but you suspend her 6 months for calling teams a coward.
I guess they're sick of it.
Now I remember,
it's the boiling point.
yeah, after that arrest with the domestic violence situation, she was caught telling the police officer that her necklace was worth more than what he made in a year.
Wow.
And in 2012, she was suspended for testing positive for a banned substance.
What?
Yeah, see, a lot of people don't know that at all. So I think, with all that accumulated, I think that the soccer league just said, I'm sick of this.
They pretty much, wow.
DUIs. Yeah, you didn't get suspended 6 months for calling somebody a coward.
No.
You got 6 months for being a repeat felon, basically.
Like
You're a repeat offender. Is that what they call it in the NFL?
If her name was Han Solo, he'd be out of whatever league he would be in. You're done, buddy. PEDs.
Yeah, Han Solo would have been suspended a long
Solo
time
would
ago.
have they would have hung him off the roof. But Hope gets the chill. Like you said, I didn't even know about the PED thing. PEDs, domestic violence, DUIs, acting like a baby. Those are the 4 worst things a man can do in sports.
Absolutely, and you can pretty much take role model completely out the window after
definitely
that.
Not a role model for that.
Well,
on the soccer field, sure, I'm sure she's a great player, but like you said again, off the field, you can't look to some of these athletes.
And I was looking for some quotes from her teammates. I couldn't find any. Maybe I didn't look hard enough. I just want to know what type of teammate she is, because usually when you have this type of character, and also just to piggyback off what Carrie Champion was talking about on ESPN, when she said that I think the soccer league told her she pretty much needed to tone it down.
Yeah.
And her answer was pretty much, well, what type of player am I going to be if I tone it down? Really?
Like off the field. Like
not
on the field. Like you said,
don't turn off your intensity. Just stop being an asshole.
Exactly. I don't know.
But she comes off that way as a douche.
Definitely
like a major douchebag.
like you said, any other man would be out of whatever league he's in right now and couldn't get a job, nothing.
Nothing.
Couldn't even work at McDonald's, Walmart, nowhere. You're done.
I tell you what, let Colin Kaepernick say something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Which leads us into person number 2.
Cap.
Colin Kaepernick. Let's go ahead and play this soundbite of Cap.
Okay.
Really, this is we're gonna wait on the soundbite. Let me explain to you what happened, because the soundbite I have is actually 2 of the New York Giants reacting to what happened with Kaepernick, which, you know, one of them is Victor Cruz, and I feel like Cruz, like, where you been at, shouldn't be saying nothing other than I'm gonna be playing tomorrow.
With your hamstring injury.
Keep your mouth shut.
Sit you out for 2 years.
But Colin Kaepernick, ladies and gentlemen, has been in the news as of late, and some may consider him a role model.
Nah.
Some might consider him an activist.
Nah.
I don't know why, but I've read that some are considering him an activist for his. Somebody actually called it a act of heroism.
Nah.
Now, he's no hero for what he did, but let's go ahead and get into what exactly he did.
Sure.
So, Colin Kaepernick took it upon himself to not stand up during the national anthem.
Yeah.
It's naturally for me to take my hat off.
Yeah.
During the national anthem. Just for the fact that all of the men and women that you may know are related to, that put in the time, sweat, and tears to defend this country. The national anthem is about being free in America.
Yeah.
You would not be free if it would not be for the United States military.
That's true.
Show them some freaking respect. I have an uncle that's a Marine. He's probably my most respected person in my life. Just because I know he's been overseas.
Yeah.
My dad was in the military. I have, me and my dad got our differences, but I respect him for that.
Yeah.
I would never disrespect him about the time that he served overseas. Veterans Day, I always send them a text. Happy Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Because they deserve it, man.
That's true. That is true.
Colin Kaepernick, on the other hand, decided he would not stand up during the national anthem, but rather sit down. Now, I know you're probably thinking well, why? What happened? Did somebody give him a green card and try to kick him out the U.S. like Trump? Nah, that wasn't the case at all. His answer was he was standing up for injustice in America towards African Americans. The oppression for African Americans. First off, the military has absolutely nothing to do with how we treated as African Americans in America. There's a lot of African Americans in the military.
Yeah.
A lot of historical African Americans in the military, aka Red Tails.
Yeah.
Who died for your freedom, Colin Kaepernick, who died so your little ass can get on a football field.
True. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with what he's saying. I just disagree with the timing of it.
Yeah, now what he's saying is absolutely correct.
Yeah, I mean, this ain't new, Colin Kaepernick. Where were you in 2013 when you were kissing your pecs in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, in the Super Bowl, it looked like he's standing up loud and proud.
Yeah. Did you wear a hoodie for Trayvon Martin? Did you say anything? Now all of a sudden you're trash. And now you want to take a stand because you're trash. And when Blaine Gabbert beats you out, you're going to be like, oh, well, they don't like me now because I didn't stand up. No, you're trash. And Blaine Gabbert's going to beat you out. And like you said, just the timing of it is stupid. Like, bruh, like you said, I don't disagree with nothing he's saying. I just think he has alternative motives for what he's trying to do.
That's exactly what it is.
It's just something like
what he's standing up for.
It's not new, Colin. They've been killing us in the streets, Colin.
Plenty
Not
of
new.
years.
Exactly. What was you at when you was kissing your cheeks and your pecs and your forearms and all that in the Super Bowl, running around?
Now, a lot of people say he's been at this for a while on his Twitter account or
I don't follow him on
Instagram.
Twitter.
I don't follow Cap either because he's irrelevant.
Pretty
But-
much.
And let's get into the quote of pretty much what he said. He said, quote unquote, "I am not going to stand up and show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color. There are bodies in the street and people getting paid leave and getting away with murder. If they take football away, my endorsements away from me, I know
Don't
that I
have
stood
any.
up for what is right."
Nobody endorsed you since 2014, bro. No, like you said, if he was the 2013 Colin Kaepernick, none of this he would have stood up, and if he was still that Super Bowl Colin, he wouldn't have said none of this. You don't have no endorsements. You're trash, and now you got these alternative motives, so people will be like, "Oh, he's not so trash." Maybe they didn't start
he's a
him because
good
he
guy.
did that. Yeah, he's a good guy. Maybe they didn't start him because he said that. Maybe they cut him because he said that. No, they cut you, and you don't start because you were trash. And when they do cut you, you probably won't get another. No team's gonna pick you up.
Well, I tell you what. 2 for 6 or 14 yards. And
Yeah.
definitely get your ass cut.
Definitely, Blaine Gabbert.
14 yards.
My family is from Jacksonville, and they call Blaine Gabbert. When Blaine was the Jaguars, he was a Jacksonville Jaguar. His nickname in Jacksonville is Blaine Garbage. That's his nickname. You can't beat Blaine Garbage. Something's wrong with you, Cap. Like you said, if you was 2013 Cap, you wouldn't have done none of this. You wouldn't have did it. I agree with what you're saying, Cap, but I just think you coming sideways here with it. You're not sincere.
What
with it,
you're
Cap.
saying
You're not
is
sincere.
not
with
what
it.
you really mean.
No.
If
Yeah.
that makes sense to anybody.
You're not sincere.
He's
You're gonna-
speaking it,
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't think he really is meaning what he's speaking. Like he's trying to stay relevant because he know he's on his way out the door.
Probably.
And so once he get released and probably never picked up by another NFL team, he needed some type of reasoning behind not having another job again. That's the thing. What do you think his future is looking like? Because I've never, ever been a fan of Colin Kaepernick. Me and my friend James Martin, Sheena Martin, my fault, James, we used to have this argument at Charter all the time. How he loves Cap. I thought it was garbage. I said his intangibles are trash.
Yeah.
This everything. I know he did excellent those few years in San Francisco.
Harbaugh, yeah.
But Harbaugh, he makes quarterbacks.
I see.
Look what he did to Alex Smith.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't think Cap should have won the job over Alex Smith, but that's just me. I thought Alex was a little better.
I thought he was going to be the future. He
I
could throw it.
did not because
He could throw it and run it.
I am a firm believer in intangibles, and I said his throwing motion is awful, and it's proven. He has the exact same throwing motion,
Yeah.
and he couldn't hit a freaking school bus in a damn parking lot full of Toyota Camrys. It's awful.
I mean, I was rolling with Cap when him and Harbaugh was getting it
Never
in.
been
I
a
thought
fan
he
of
was.
Cap.
Ever. Yeah, I thought he was the man. But soon as Harbaugh left, it was a wrap.
And I mean, he came hard.
And if he's been doing this, I apologize to you, Kaepernick. But like you said,
I ain't seen it. I ain't heard about
I
it.
ain't heard about it. I ain't seen it. Like you said, if he been doing it, I'm sorry. But like you said, I just really don't think.
Maybe I haven't done my due diligence.
Maybe.
I'm just upset at. Excuse me. It's the national anthem.
Yeah.
If you want to step up for black people in poverty and how we're being treated in America, I don't think sitting down doing the national anthem is going to do anything. That's the question. Like,
Yeah.
by doing that, other than probably losing endorsements in your job, what did you do?
He has an excuse now.
But what did you do to help the problem?
No, yeah, like I said,
By sitting down.
I don't think it's about that for Cap.
How about you stand up and go march?
That would be, yeah.
How about you stand up and maybe talk to the law enforcement? Talk to the LAPD, who's notorious.
That would be a good thing.